A wave of outrage and protests in the country and in the West. The first warnings of severe political consequences. The Ukrainian parliament voted, and President Zelensky signed a law under which two anti-corruption agencies will lose their independence. The fight against corruption was supposed to be the main condition for Kiev's talks with Brussels on possible membership in the European Union. Now, according to experts, Ukraine's path to Europe may be significantly lengthened. Kiev has not seen this in a long time. Anti-government protests on Maidan. Despite the ongoing massive campaign of Russian attacks on Ukrainian cities, thousands of people took to the streets of the capital to express their opposition to the controversial law. I was under Russian occupation. I know what it means when one person has all the power, when nothing is transparent and everything works against you. That's why it hurts. I don't want it to be the same here. The bill tightens political oversight of Ukraine's National Anti-Corruption Bureau and Special Anti-Corruption Prosecutor's Office, two bodies that were supposed to fight corruption independently of the government. Now they will be subject to the Prosecutor General, who is appointed by the president.
After the Revolution of Dignity, the Euromaidan protests in 2014. And so these are institutions that were part of that generation of reformers that were very keen to move Ukraine towards an irreversible pro-European, Euro-Atlantic integration.
The Prosecutor General assures that his supervision of anti-corruption bodies will not affect ongoing proceedings. However, as analysts point out, this may change when politicians associated with the prosecutor or the government itself come under scrutiny. President Trump and the U.S. administration are well aware of the serious irregularities in the accounting of various defense projects in previous conflicts, whether in Iraq or Afghanistan, so the Americans will certainly keep a close eye on the situation to ensure that such serious irregularities do not recur during the ongoing conflict in Ukraine.
And the President of the European Commission to come to the stage.
It is difficult to say what Volodymyr Zelensky's goal is in such a strong centralization of power, while issues related to the military, internal security, and the economy can be explained by wartime conditions. Issues related to corruption, including that in the wartime background, are, according to commentators, a step towards dictatorship. Given the ongoing round of negotiations with the Kremlin in Istanbul, social unrest against the Ukrainian authorities is the last thing Ukrainian President Zelensky and his entourage need today. This is all the more so because in the face of anti-government protests, it is difficult not to assume that Moscow will try to take advantage of the situation.